SBR Sidney is a registered 15-year-old gelding, stands about 16 hands, 16.1 hands. He does have a low back. This is a horse I saw at New Holland when I was there several months ago. He had already been sold, and I was slightly disappointed because he was a horse that was very personable. He liked people, he was interested in what they do, and he seemed very calm. To me, this is a horse that still likes people after maybe being shuffled around a little bit, is something that interests me. But I had trouble finding out who purchased the horse, so I just kind of let him go and figured maybe we'd see him on the internet. He was purchased by Camelot Sales, or Cranberry Sales, I guess it is now. And I got a call from Xena asking us if we could take him if they raised funds. So, since I had been interested in him to begin with, I said yes, we would take him. So, the funds were raised to purchase him and ship him to Saddlebred Rescue. And he was thin when he came in. He is putting on weight. He is one of the slower ones to put on weight. So, we've had to keep him back in the kind of a timid pasture. The kids have ridden him. He came in, he was fairly quiet, almost lethargic. But then after being here a while and getting some grain in and settling in, he's starting to feel better. He is ridden in this video barefoot. Um, so he does have more motion when he has a little bit of shoe on. He is being reminded of his canter, and he's also just a little worried about the front door in the arena, which you're going to see him have trouble cantering as he's starting to go to that door. So Aaron has to really keep encouraging him to keep going. The guys are doing something down the aisle that he can hear, and that's unfamiliar with that. So you can see he kind of has a cue, but he's more worried about what's going on. So she had to tap him a little bit to keep him going. He wanted to look down the aisle. He is learning to collect up. He would be much better if he had front shoes on. This horse has had his teeth done and has had his shots and has been wormed, and his feet are being done on a regular basis. Because of the mud lately, we've got most of them barefoot because they lose their shoes out in the mud anyway. I feel this horse would be a good candidate for Academy horse. He's not overly spooky. He can put his head in a good spot. He's fairly comfortable to ride. He's gotten a lot better with very little work. The kids have liked him, and he's easy to handle when you ride him or on the ground. Aaron will be in the near future checking him to see if he wears a full bridle. We're just trying to catch up and get our videos now. And you'll see him kind of breaking like he's going to canter. He's feeling better and wants to go on a little bit. So right now, he is not a beginner horse because you have to kind of hold him back a little bit and work the bridle. But I think he would eventually go that way. He has the right brain. Having a horse that thinks that way is the hardest part to find. And just getting some of the people that have the skills to just keep working him to getting better to fit in an academy program is all that needs to be done with him. When they're here, once they get to this point, I take them over in my lesson program with some of my better riders. We have about 5 or 6 that are really pretty good. And those kids take turns with them, and they end up working with me, but they do all the riding, and they teach him how to canter. That's how we've done all of our horses in the past, and that frees Aaron up to work the little bit harder horses. So this horse will be in that program. He's already kind of started in it, but we were at several shows. Notice he got his canter better there. He wasn't so worried about the back door or the front door. If you're interested in this horse, you need to contact Saddlebred Rescue and speak to Aaron. This is a kind horse. He's been kind from day one. He likes people. He would be prettier moving if he had shoes. And I feel this is a real candidate for an academy horse. He's never been overly spooky. So call Saddlebred Rescue if you're interested in him.